Hello everyone. So as you can see from the title of this video, why entrepreneurship is important, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on why this is exactly the title of this video and why you most likely need to get into entrepreneurship. So let's begin. So the other day, I was reading this article from the MSN. You could probably find it somewhere else. But essentially states my parents kicked me out for joining OnlyFans and now I'm paying their bills. So to give you a short rundown, she's a 19-year-old student. She told her parents that she is going to drop out of college, university, so she can pursue OnlyFans, and they just kicked her out. Just like that, just kicked her out. So later, okay, and once again, getting straight to the point, she ends up making millions of dollars. She bought a new house and is now, look at this, financially supporting her retired parents. So she went from telling her parents what she's going to do and getting kicked out to now supporting her parents and them living back with her. Okay? So why am I saying entrepreneurship is important? At first, when I read this article, I said, you know what? That's good for her. But I was very well confused on why the parents would had kicked her out. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. Why her parents had kicked her out and decided to move back in with her when she started making a lot of money. Here's the truth of the matter, okay? And I want to get this across to as many people as possible. If you don't know how to acquire resources, you don't necessarily take first priority. It doesn't matter if you're a lawyer, it doesn't matter if you're a medical doctor, it doesn't matter if you're an engineer, it doesn't matter if you go to these prestigious colleges, universities, get cum laude, etc. You need to have resources. Now, notice I'm not necessarily saying money, I'm saying resources. Faith Lianne, this is the lady who, started OnlyFans, okay? She looked into, I'm pretty sure she did herself, looked into the economics of the situation, realized if she went to school, she'd be going to debt. So why not use my youth, all my energy, go into entrepreneurship, try to do the best as I can, and have success with it. Even she said it herself that she didn't even know that it would blow up. And it did. And what happened? She made over $1 million. Last time I checked, because I did a little bit of research, she has about 4.9 million followers on Instagram. That's a whole nother thing. But it ties back down to what I'm saying about entrepreneurship. We're no longer living in this world where you're just going to have this 9 to 5 and you're just going to enjoy your life. Not going to happen. It's done. It's finished. That post World War II, I'm unskilled. I'm just going to go up to the business owner and just say, hey, you know what? I could work hard, yada, yada, and people give me opportunity. Not going to work. You're going to need entrepreneurship. Even medical doctors right now, because I was reading an article about a strike that's going on in LA. You have residents that are striking, already graduated from medical school, but they're striking over, wages, unhealthy work-life balance, yada, yada. Okay. What does this have to do with entrepreneurship? People at the end of the day, I won't say they're lazy, but they're going to engage in cost benefit analysis. And this cost benefit analysis is not going to strictly be financial. It's also going to be, more importantly, let me repeat this again, more importantly, economical. Okay? Faith Lianne had to, do what she did. She got kicked out. Thankfully, her brother, allowed her to, stay, etc. Not at the house, the parents' house, but at his house, I'm assuming. And she was able to grow. Once she grew and became more successful, what did her parents do? They came and started living with her. So she's an entrepreneur. They didn't like what she was doing. And now, because she was having as much success as possible, they're now living with her. The reason why I push entrepreneurship, and if you guys don't know, I am a consultant. Oh, goodness. Sorry, that's my fans. The reason why I push entrepreneurship is because of reasons like this. If you cannot, by any means necessary, try and get as many resources to have success, no one really cares. You may be a medical doctor, they don't care about you being a medical doctor. What they care about is what being a medical doctor provides. If you're a lawyer, they do not care about you necessarily being a lawyer. It's what being a lawyer provides. It doesn't even matter if you're successful as an entrepreneur. It's what being successful as an entrepreneur provides. Entrepreneurship is what's going to be in today. Well, it's already in today because of the whole pandemic. But moving forward, if you don't know how to be an entrepreneur, you're going to have some big problems. Okay? Let's look at the current situation that's happening. You got a bunch of people who are quitting, right? You have great resignation. You have all these articles saying, hey, everyone's just quitting willy-nilly. And many people who were originally workers are deciding to quit their profession and do what? Start their own businesses. Okay? This whole idea of prestige surrounding school, which is important, isn't going to matter as much if that schooling doesn't validate getting you what? Getting resources. Everyone needs resources. No matter how wealthy someone is or how poverty stricken someone is, they're always going to need resources. Okay? That's what they're going to need. And because that is the case, sorry, eyes. And because that is the case, you're going to have to do entrepreneurship. Doesn't matter if it's a service business, doesn't matter if it's, product, doesn't matter if, you're doing what Faith Lianne did by being an OnlyFans model. You're going to have to engage in some form of commerce. And a job isn't exactly going to count. Right now is 2022. We have massive inflation. There's opportunities out there. And you're going to have to do your best as possibly can to get those opportunities. No more of this, oh, well, I have a degree. I went to these elite colleges and universities. I got this degree. And there aren't any businesses trying to hire me. Well, people keep saying we get STEM, right? And even with STEM, with honors, etc., you're not getting a job. Well, why is that the case? Well, guess what? Most people at the end of the day are still looking for jobs. So you know what that means? You're a laborer. Yes, STEM is difficult. But guess what? You're still looking for a job. And the biggest market that's saturated is always going to be the labor market. Period. The entrepreneurship market, that's not as saturated. You start being an entrepreneur. I'm sorry, if you start being an entrepreneur today, you put in your 5, 10, 15 hours a day. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Within 3 to 10 years, you could be massively successful like that. Now, you might not be as successful as Faith Lianne making, $1 million a year, or like Eli Diop making $1 million a year. But within some time, you could make $1 million a year by being an entrepreneur. So that is all. My fan is messed up. I didn't want to stop recording this video. I just want to tell you that, guys, that. And if you like the video, well, like it, subscribe, and comment. That's all.